Hello and welcome back to BANNERPAGE 2.1. If you'd like to download the mod, there is a link in the description. And we're going to be fighting some Sea Raiders here for a quest from the Guild Master at Rivercheck. And hopefully we're going to be able to do this without too many casualties. I did do another battle just before beginning the recording, and I did pretty well, actually. I sound surprised, which is, well, generally how I am if I ever do reasonably well in a battle or anything similar to that. So you know, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, hopefully I will be able to weaken the opponent just a little bit. Unfortunately, it is a very heavily forested area, and as you know me, I'm not exactly good at dealing with these environments because I can't see anything. As you can quite clearly tell, I can't see anything, so it's very difficult to get some damage from my explosive arrows in this area. It's very, very tricky indeed. Hopefully I'll be able to do some damage with my one-handed weapon. As you can see, I actually am able to do that. And let's tell our cavalry and infantry to charge in so that our Welsh longbowmen can be protected just that little bit. Now, I did recruit, or at least I am attempting to recruit some more Sea Raider bandits for us reasonably soon, I think, because I've now started to increase my overall army size by a pretty significant amount. We have about 60 in our army now, which is quite a bit, in my opinion. I feel like that's quite a bit for so early on in the game. However, there still hasn't been any war declarations. So I am actually wondering whether I need to attack a villager party or something like that to be able to make that happen, because I don't really care that much about whether the Vaegirs are at war against numerous opponents, because let's face it, we're a bandit. We don't care about that kind of thing, do we? No, we shouldn't, at least. So, you know, let's try to be a little bit more opportunistic. And as you can see, I did succeed in the task for the Guildmaster. And here we go. Let's go and speak to him and see what he gives us. Oh, he actually gives us 1,000. That's very, very nice indeed. And we also gain 3 renown and some additional relation with Rivercheck. Apparently, there is another task to track down even more bandits. I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest, because generally spending time doing that, while it is maybe a little bit tedious at times, it is very lucrative, as you could no doubt tell. So I'm actually going to be buying another 3 acres here. And we're going to just continue trying to find enemies to fight. And, well, hopefully what I'll be able to do... I mean, I think the Nords are actually pretty much on the back foot here in comparison to the Vaegirs. So I didn't really want to cause war against them. But do I really care that much if the Vaegirs lose territory? Not really. You know, if I'm honest, I don't really care about that too much. Because, let's face it, I'm just a mercenary at the moment. I am a bandit king, or, well, not yet a bandit king, technically. We are kind of a, well, shall we say, a bandit, a bandit peon. There we go. A bandit peon. That's probably more likely to be the more accurate description. But, yeah, anyway, let's take everyone over here. Let's put our archers just a little bit behind. And generally what I like to do, my strategy at the moment, is literally just to go and ride ahead a little bit. Just to get my proficiencies up a little bit better, try to do some damage, try to weaken the initial units, because usually the ones that are in the front, they'll probably be the ones that have more athletics, because they're the ones that are actually a little bit quicker than the majority of the units in their army. And as a result, I can hopefully eliminate them or do some damage to them at least. And then my units will have a much easier time. As you can see, he's been... look at that, he's been impaled. He's been impaled in his leg. That's not very nice, is it? Okay, so I'm going to probably die here. Or not. Ooh, that was a nice hit. Ooh. Okay, got to be careful. I've got to be super careful here, because as I said, I'm playing on very high difficulty settings. And you can die very quickly indeed. Very quickly. Okay, so... let's see what I can do here. I think I will probably just tell my people just to charge in, because we do have those slaver chiefs and slave crushers and things like that, and they're definitely going to help us to take some people prisoner, and then hopefully help us to gain even more money, even more cash. Basically, cash is king at this point in the game, and you want to try and get as much of it as you possibly can. And whether that means doing tournaments, whether that means doing arena, grinding away at the arena, or whether that means literally just doing what I'm doing and doing tasks whenever you get the opportunity, or getting loot, getting prisoners, you know, whatever the case may be, just do whatever you can to get that cash, because that really will help you a great deal. Anyway, these guys are actually leveling up. They're very expensive to level up, by the way, because apparently these are the some of the highest tier of mercenary unit that you're going to find. So I'd probably not recommend going for those guys initially, because they are going to make your weekly wages skyrocket, and I have literally had to do a lot of different fights, a lot of different tasks, just to be able to stay afloat at this point. I'm actually also wondering whether I should buy another 6 fire arrows, because if I have 12 fire arrows, I should be able to do a pretty good amount of damage, and I shouldn't have to worry too much about you know, people not dying from that, you know, because I'm going to be bombarding them with so much damage that hopefully I would significantly weaken the opponent enough for our own units to be able to come in and then basically do whatever they wanted to do. So that might very well be something I will try, but I don't really want to spend another 3,000 on fire arrows when I could spend that on, for example, I don't know, more acres. You know, I could buy more acres, and that would indeed give me more ability to do whatever it is I want to do. So recruit more units, or, you know, whatever the case. So anyway, there you go. That's basically what I wanted to do. We're actually... Oh, wait a minute. Are we declaring war against anyone? No? Okay. Apparently still not. Apparently still not. Anyway, we're just going to speak to this guy. He's going to give us some experience. Of course, experience is always useful. And I do need to get some more companions. I need to find Ymira or Jeremus. And I also need to find some other people that could potentially help us in terms of party skills. So I'm thinking maybe Borcha or someone along those lines that has pathfinding, tracking, spotting, and so on and so forth. Even though we already have 3 in pathfinding, it would probably be good to have a character that actually focuses on that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm not entirely sure what to go for here. I'm thinking looting. I'm thinking looting right now. So what I'm actually going to do is we're going to go actually for no more intelligence. I think I'm basically going to be leaving my intelligence at 9 because, as I've said, most of the skills that are based in the intelligence attribute are going to be focused with other units in my army. And the only thing that I would probably like to get is Persuasion, but Persuasion, as I have found out, is not that useful in Warband. It is much more useful in Bannerlord. So more likely that I will just be leaving Intelligence where it is. I wanted it at 9 for the initial pathfinding, because that has enabled me to escape various situations quite easily. So even though if I had spec'd into Intelligence again right now, it would have given me an additional skill point, which definitely would have helped us to get to where we need to be. But I think I'm actually just going to go for another point in looting right here. And I'm going to continue increasing my strength, because I'd like to get some more power draw, like to get some more power strike, just generally like to do more damage. And hopefully we'll be able to cause a little bit of a ruckus. Yes, a little bit of a ruckus relatively nearby. So let's see if I can go over to the Nords. There we go. I have 25 acres there now. Oh, wow. It really adds up, you know. It really adds up over time. And you can imagine that if I had saved up all that money, I probably would have been able to buy Weavery and Dye Works. But just think about this. Every 2 weeks, I gain 140 to 150 dinars per acre. And the Weavery and Dye Works gives me about 500 to 600, maybe even 700. I'm going to renew my contract with Mr. Yaroglek once again for another month. And yeah, so let's just say that we get 500 to 700 per week on that. So maximum, I would gain 1,400 from the Weavery and Dye Works. I'm already getting more than that per 2 weeks, though. And so it's a bit of a toss-up, really, because on the one hand, you probably want to try to, you probably want to try to get some form of additional compensation, additional wage suppressing stuff coming in. You know, additional revenue, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, and that is the salt mine for me, because I currently have 64. Yeah, I'm getting 640 per week from that. So that is suppressing quite a bit of my weekly wage, which is definitely what we want to do. So here we go. We're just going to be taking this. This is the reason why I also spec'd into a little bit more looting, because being able to steal some cattle is always useful, especially considering it actually doesn't seem to declare war or cause any kind of hostile action whatsoever from the opponent. So I am pretty happy with this. You failed to... Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Barney, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? I have no idea. Apparently really? He has 4 in looting. That's not that bad, right? Maybe it is. Maybe it is really, really bad. But there you go. There's another 500 dinars. Super easy money. Super easy money to do that. Let's go over to this one. Let's see if we can steal some more cattle. I am actually going to be attacking some villages relatively soon, but you've... What? Maybe they don't have any. Is that the reason? Is that the reason? Because they don't have any cattle? It might very well be that is indeed the case. But if I fail to no, there we go. Okay, so they just didn't have any cattle in those villages because I literally stole a whole bunch beforehand. That's probably it. I apologize, Kingdom of Nords. I have apparently stolen all of your cattle, and you have no longer any remaining, which is, well, probably pretty bad for them. But, well, what do I care? I'm a bandit. I'm a bandit. I'm raiding all of them. I'm trying to, you know, do as much damage as I possibly can, even if it's just economically. These guys are running around with some, actually not even that significantly strong armies. They don't have that many Huskarls or anything like that, so we shouldn't have to worry about them too much, even if we do go to war against them at some point in the near future. All right, so let's just sell all of that, and now here's the thing. If I do cause some kind of ruckus against the Nords, they're probably going to have some difficulties with us, and they're going to try and hunt us down as much as they possibly can. And that might very well cause a bit too many problems for me, unless I'm able to get a fief of some kind. So I'm wondering whether I should become a vassal or not. Do you think I should? I don't know. Give me your opinion. Give me your opinion. Do you think I should become a vassal of the Vaegirs, or a vassal of someone? I don't know whether that's actually going to even happen, to be honest, because my honor rating is so incredibly low at the moment that it probably, yeah, let's just say that it's probably not going to work out too well in my favor. I think it's probably going to be very difficult to become a vassal at this point because my honor is minus 45. I do have 181 renown, however, which is pretty good, and I am getting right to rule from being a mercenary as well, which is actually pretty significant. To be able to get that stat increased as fast as you can is actually pretty good. Anyway, wait a minute. Here's a madam. I thought that was actually... there's Sven. Hello. Welcome back, friend. Yes, that is very nice indeed. And I think we'll actually be... Should I be recruiting some of these guys? I don't really want to spend 2,000 on them, to be honest. I would much prefer to spend that money on something else. Ooh. Ooh, now... Oh, these are looking pretty fun, actually. These are looking pretty fun. Deliver some extra damage. How much, though? How much extra damage? I'm excited to find out. Okay, I'm going to spend 1,000 on these things. And, I mean, let's face it, I was using bent needles. So, I mean, you know, they're bent. You know, they're not going to be that good. So, maybe it will be fun to see the fire arrows in action, and hopefully it's going to work out for us quite nicely. I'm still hoping that the Vaegirs will actually declare war for us so that I don't have to do it myself, because I kind of would not like to have an entire faction be mad at me, because then they're just going to try and hunt me down all the time, and it's going to be a very uncomfortable situation. Ooh, 11 cattle, nice. Okay, so let's just get all these. Very nice indeed. And we're going to be going down to Rodok territory in just a second as well. There we go. There's another one. And there's the last one. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to be going down to Valuka because what I'd like to do is sell the meat over there. And then I will go on to the next one. Oh, there's actually a blacksmith here? Ooh. I would like to go into the blacksmith and see what's going on there, because I think that I don't think I've seen that before. Ooh. Ah, this is cool. Okay. This is one of the new features, as far as I'm aware, that I did not realize was included. So, basically, if you have an armor item, and I'm not entirely sure whether it also counts for your gear as well. So, for example, your weapons. I'm not entirely sure if the blacksmith can also work with that. But let's just say that you have like a bent short bow or something along those lines. Then he might be able to repair that as well. So this is going to be actually quite interesting. It's only 780 dinars, and he has now repaired it. And as you can see, upon repairing it, we now have an extra little bit of body armor. So if I wanted to, what do you think I could do here? Maybe what I could do is I could potentially buy something. I'm actually wondering whether this is even going to be possible, because here's the thing. I could potentially buy something that is damaged. So, for example, if I spend 442 on this battered bassinet and coif, you know, so I could just do this. And then we'll see. Okay, it's my equipped items. Okay, so if I equip this instead of the moose helm for a second, and then I repair this. So how much did I spend? 442, and I'm spending 200 dinars from this. And then if I go over and okay, well, that made no difference whatsoever, unfortunately, but it is going to be a decent helm for one of our people here. Maybe I'm hoping that is indeed the case, but if it's not, then I'll just keep it in my inventory for another companion or something like that. But I wanted to try and test it out to see whether actually utilizing the blacksmith in a smart way, so taking something that is basically broken and then repairing it, would potentially give us a little bit of a profit. Unfortunately, that was not the way that it worked, and I just wasted money. But it's okay, because as I said, if we do come across another companion, then we will more than likely be giving that helm to them. Hello, Horse Whisperer. Can you, yes, you can teach me riding skill. And what else do you have here? I would like to be able to buy something, to be honest. I'd like to get a better horse than this Roundsea, to be honest. I'd like to get something like a desert horse, or, yeah, a heavy desert horse would probably be one of the best for us. Maybe one of these as well, because it has 44 speed, which is actually pretty crazy. Something like that would be pretty good. I mean, I'm already using something that has 45 speed, so I guess it's all right, you know. I guess it's okay to keep that around. We do have a number of other people in here. Oh yeah, Borcher. Hello. Join me, sir. Join me. Yes, perfect. And this is exactly what I mean. I can just give this guy the helm that I just purchased, and boom, he's already got a helm. So that kind of works out in a way. Yeah, kind of works out, even though kind of wanted to just test it anyway. Okay, so let's go to Jokala. There's my 640 from my prisoners. I actually do have a number of prisoners in my prisoners hold at the moment, and I am actually pretty close by to where I need to be. So it might make sense. I'm gonna just sell this. There we go. I came to another marketplace because I thought that it would probably make sense for me to do that. And there's the salt mine. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go all the way over to nearby to Dhirim. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to try and steal cattle from one of these villages over here. It's actually quite freeing, personally, playing as a bandit start, because usually you want to try and avoid any kind of action that will reduce relation significantly with villages in general. You really do want to try and prevent that, because you really don't want people hating your guts. You want to be able to recruit from these places almost indefinitely, and especially if you are playing with that particular faction. And it's just, you know, easier. You know, it's just easier to kind of not do that. But to be able to have the freedom to decide when I go there, when I do this, when I do that, pretty nice. It feels good, you know? It feels good to be able to do that. There is actually a tournament going on here. We might want to do that. Still no war declarations going on. At least for the Vaegirs. There are war declarations for all kinds of other people. So, shall we do... Let's join the tournament. Let's join the tournament and see what happens. And let's see here. Okay, so if I do... Let's say I do normal, and then we go... Okay, what about the wager? Okay, so let's have a look at the wager. Let's see... it's going to give me 530. What if I do more? There we go. How about that? How about that? Okay, that seems pretty good. It's going to give me a bow and arrow, one-handed and shield. I guess that seems pretty good to me. Let's try it out. Let's try it out and see what happens. I'm going to play as a horse archer because I think I have generally better stuff than I used to. I mean, better proficiencies, as you could see right there. We were able to take out Mattchu, but unfortunately I am taking some significant damage. So let's see if I can maybe do some damage here. Of course, enemies are going to be significantly more dangerous in tournaments than I'm going to be fighting in actual battles, just purely for the fact that they have better skills than I do. Ooh, oh, that was actually Sven. Now, here's the hilarious part. If that guy was actually an enemy lord, like an actual vassal of, you know, Swadia or whoever, I would have died. No doubt about that. No doubt about that whatsoever, because these guys are insane. They're really, really good. They have great stats, and their proficiencies are off the charts, pretty much. Oh, he murdered me with his lance. Did you see that? Out of nowhere. I got a fright as well. Did you see that? I was like, oh, I got a fright. Got a fright right there. Okay, well, that was actually not too bad, because we actually did gain 5 renown, which is pretty good. And we also gained some experience because I got the first kill, and I actually took out the most people. So the ranking so far is that I am actually tied first, which is quite significant. I'm actually kind of surprised that that actually even happened, but all right, let's see if I can do a little bit better this time. Take out the green team if I possibly can, and well, the red team as well, the brown team or whoever they are. And there's Mattchu dying again, and we've got to be very careful here. Technically, what I could do is if the enemy doesn't have any ranged units, like for example this guy, let's try and take him out. Let's try and take out this guy, because if he is alive, we will have an infinitely harder time in doing things. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that was actually a vassal too. Very nice indeed. Did we win? We won! I can't believe it. Ah, very nice. I have turned into Viktor Meldrew, apparently. If you know that reference, then props to you, because that is a very old one. All right, so let's go into the next round. I think we might do okay here. I mean, I think it really just depends on how how the opponent deals with many units. And oh, there we go. Come on. Oh, no, he hasn't got a shield. That guy hasn't got a shield, so I should be able to do some pretty good damage to him, but he does have a bow as well, so it might be problematic. Ah, no. Oh, I needed to hit that. I really quite badly needed to hit that. Oh, maybe that one? Yeah, there we go. Take him down. There we are. That's what we want to see. Now maybe I can take out one of these guys. Oh, nice one. Nice one, sir. Whoever's on my team actually doing a decent job. Murder him. Murder him. Murder. All the murder is required. Let me see if I can shoot him in the face. No, not in the face. Oh, but oh, what? He got the kill? Are you serious? Oh, well, never mind. We achieved a victory. That's all that really matters. Unfortunately, this guy is gaining, I think he's gaining more points than I am. Yes, as you can see, there are 3 people ahead of me, which is really not very good. I need to do something about that. So let's see if I can be a little bit more audacious, a little bit more aggressive. Let's do this. Okay, there we go. There's some good damage. Unfortunately, I do tend to weaken the opponent, and then someone else comes in and then basically finishes them off. You know what I mean? That's generally what tends to happen to me. Oh, nice. There we go. Okay, so we have one more enemy, do we? Oh, no, we don't. Okay, great. Okay, so I got the most points. Yeah, I got the most points in that round. I'm now rank 1 in the entire tournament. So let's see if we can do some more. Let's do some more. Nice. Use the horse to daze them. Use the horse to daze them. Got to be careful about being potentially killed very quickly here. And we are on the green team now, I believe. So I need to kill the blues. Oh dear. That would have been problematic. Okay, the blues are having a great time. And I think we might be done here. I think this might be a round where we don't have a very good time. Oh, okay, wait a minute. He's got a crossbow. It's slow. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, I think we're done. I don't think I can do anything here. I think it is way too tricky. Oh, I might be able to get a kill at least. Maybe, you know, add a little bit of points to my total. And thankfully, yeah, there we go. Thankfully, he switched to his crossbow. If he hadn't switched to his crossbow, probably would have been dead there. Okay, there we go, there we go. Let's see if I can switch to this. Maybe do some damage with it. Maybe just take him off his mount. No, don't need to. Oh, he's got his shield out. Oh, how frustrating. How frustrating for me. Okay, well, wait a minute. I'm trying to get him where his shield might not be. Oh, very, very nice. Good hit right there. Good hit. Okay, let's get out my shield because he's obviously going to get out his bow now. Or he did. All right. He's playing the smart game right now. He's playing the smart game. All right, let's see if we can get him. Ooh. Wow. How did he block from that direction? I have no idea. Very special indeed. Ah, no, what? Beheshta? That was actually Beheshta? No wonder he was so good with a bow on his mount. Yeah, you did a very good job, Beheshta. Very nice indeed. Okay, so let's see. Oh, they've all got crossbows. Oh, this is bad. This is bad news, bears. I need to run away from them. I need to run away from these guys as well. Oh, I am in a bad spot. If these guys get huge amounts of points, I am indeed done. And I don't think we will achieve victory in the tournament, which would be... Oh, that would be pretty awful. That would be pretty awful. Okay, so let's see if I can maybe... I can just swing around here and maybe do some damage. There we go. A little bit of extra damage right there. I'm on the green team, right? Green team's actually not doing that badly, surprisingly. But I think all of them have been eliminated. I think everyone's been eliminated, so I'm going to get out my bow and see if I can shoot at the two-handed user. This is actually getting more dangerous by the second. If I actually allow this guy to shoot me or to get me off my mount, we are going to be in... Oh, dear. Oh, we got him. Okay, where's the other guy? Where is the other guy? I have no clue. This might be... Oh, wait a minute. How is he? Where is he? Where is he? Is he shoot? Look at him. Look at him hiding right there. Wow, what a crazy beast. What a crazy beast of a camouflage. What? What? Did you see that? I had my shield up. How did he get me? I have no idea, but I actually did achieve a first place victory, if you can believe that. And that gave me 35 additional renown, which is insane. We did actually tie with this fellow, hilariously enough. Was that the guy that killed me at the end? I'm actually not entirely sure now, but we achieved a victory in a tournament. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I certainly can't, because usually I'm pretty awful at those things. But I am very, very pleased that we were able to pull that off. And now I can go over to the salt mine and I can place some more prisoners in there. As you can see, we do have another 5. And there we go. Now we got 60. Haha, 69. Oh, yeah. There we go. That's what we do. All right, so let's steal some more cattle here, and then I can take them over to... Oh, only 2. Oh, well. Not a big amount, I suppose. But we can continue doing this kind of thing basically infinitely, pretty much. Like every single time you run around and you let the game's time progress, you can continue to get villages replenished, and those villages are then going to have the ability to give you more and more cattle to steal, which is actually really nice. And I almost have 6,000 now, so that's even better because that means that I'll be able to spend even more money buying more acres. And as you can see, 25 acres gives me almost 2,900 in cash. And I personally think that that is really, really good. And obviously, if I do become a vassal, if you think it's a good idea, maybe if you want to let me know about that, then that would be cool. That would be cool. Or good, either one, because I said ghoul. Yes, ghoul. That would be ghoul. It certainly would, yes, wouldn't it? Anyway. If I do become a vassal, then I am much more solidifying my position in the faction, and that is until we backstab them all and, of course, create our own faction, because I think creating our own faction is going to be extremely fun to do. Anyway, that will be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.